Chill little drive. We're doing a chill little drive. I promise I'm not gonna be, you know, I thought I turned off the music. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a chill little drive. Nothing too crazy. Nice little national here. Holy shit. Oh, what a nice scenic day. It is 7:04 a.m. I actually do need to get back home, but I'll show you what we're working with. It is a 2016 Audi S3. Bro, honestly, I mean, I've had it for a month and I have zero complaints. Okay, what the fuck is this? Yo, ignore that, okay? But let's get in the fucking car. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this interior? Honestly, I hope the camera angle is good, because if it's not, you're gonna have to go fuck yourself. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a chill little drive. Nothing too crazy. There is a coolant leak in this car. I swear to God, every single vag car, bro, just always coolant leaks. Make sure it's in sport mode as well. And we're off. Honestly, this car has genuinely been so amazing for me. Holy shit, there's craters in the road. Yo, how am I meant to pull out? Fucking hell. I'm paying £300 a year in road tax for this fucking car. God damn. But yeah, this car has been treating me quite nicely. I mean, apart from the coolant leak, that man has also just got an earful of a DSG fire. But you know what, mate? It's not really my fault. It's 7 in the morning. If you're not awake, I don't know what you're doing. Actually, I lied. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Ever since I quit my job, like 3 months ago in February, for the life of me, I cannot have a regular sleep schedule. Like, no matter what I do, I cannot wake up at normal people times. You tell me, oh, you gotta wake up at 9 p.m, go to bed at like 11. Nah, that's not happening. No matter what I do, I'll just eventually go to bed at 6 a.m. and wake up at 2 p.m. in the day. I just work better during the night. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if that's just me or if, like, you know, I'm just a weirdo. A nice little national here. Holy shit. Oh my God, bro. The amount of fun I've had in this car is unbelievable. Jesus fucking Christ. See, this is why I love an auto, because right now in a manual, you probably wouldn't have even got to 60 in there. You'd have been struggling. You'd been like, yeah, where's gear 1, 2, and 3? No. Get an auto. Get an auto. Especially if it's a fast car, bro. I'll always advocate for getting an auto, because like the whole point of a fast car is you want to enjoy it. Why would you if you want something that feels raw, yeah, go ahead, get a manual. It doesn't have to be the quickest thing in the world, because obviously you have the extra control from being able to choose what gear you want. But a fast auto, that's just like a good middle ground. Like, if you're gonna daily a car, I'm just gonna tell you right now, just go ahead and pick the auto. All you have to do, I mean, I don't know if you can tell, if I look down, yeah, I'm just chilling. My left foot is chilling. I haven't used my left foot since I sold my manual 116D. Jesus Christ, I hate that fucking car. But yeah, I literally dropped my sister off at work because she's a fucking bum and doesn't drive. No, I'm only kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. I had to fucking stay up all night basically, because I knew I wasn't gonna wake up at 6 in the morning to go drop her off, so I've had to resort to this. Yeah, bro, I fucking hate this corner. You know what? I'm not even gonna complain that I'm up at 7 in the morning. This is the most unusual thing ever. I don't think I've ever woken up at 7 p.m. ever since I finished fucking college, and even then, I'd show up like 3 hours late because I had my own car and I could do whatever I like. College was actually the biggest waste of time in my life. If I could go back to being 16, from the ages of 16 to 18, and you ask me what did I want to do, I'd say not college. Bro, I'd probably go into an apprenticeship or something actually useful, you know. like I was saying, I'm not even going to complain about being up at 7 in the morning. I mean, hey, at least I get to drive down these back roads. So it paid off a little bit. I mean, my bank account may be crying a little bit because you could probably see the fuel gauge going down in real time. I left the house on 160 miles, driven like 20 minutes in comfort, bear in mind. I've only just now put it in sport. It's just gonna go down. So it's at 140 now. I'm genuinely curious to see what it'll go down to by the time I get home. I apologize if the audio sounds shit because I did like a little test video to see how it'd sound. It sounded pretty shit, so I might have to edit it, or I might have to buy a mic. I didn't really think this through. I just bought a GoPro and I was like, yo, I'm gonna film some POV drive, see if anyone's interested. Obviously start a nice little YouTube channel. Obviously if you are interested, well, a subscribe wouldn't hurt. Now please, because this is how I get fed. So if you don't subscribe, I will be homeless and there will be no S3 no longer. I feel like I haven't really spoken much about the car because, you know, to me it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's a 2016 Audi S3 saloon as well. You saw that at the start of the video. In my opinion, saloons look 10 times better, and it's got just under 300 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. I mean, at 19, can you really complain? Because I'm not. It's amazing. It does the job for me. It's plenty of horsepower, it's plenty of fun. As you can see, Jesus Christ, this thing, I don't want to jinx it, but it's going to be hard to keep my licenses in this thing. Genuinely, you put your foot down for 2 seconds and you're now in license breaking speed limits. License breaking speed limits. What the fuck did I just say? I feel like I just spoke. I think I meant to say, you know what? I have no idea what I was meant to say. See, this is why I don't wake up at 7 in the morning. And I didn't even wake up at 7 in the morning. I had to fucking stay up all night. This is the time I'd be going to bed right now. But no, I had to go to be the good sibling I am. You know, I have no idea if you can hear the DSG farts on the video, but it actually does sound so nice in real life. And from what I've heard, in the back seats, obviously you're closer to the exhaust, it sounds even better. Oh shit. I just love back roads. I love the UK, but only specifically between the months of May to August, when there's a little bit of sunlight, when, you know, well, granted there is clouds, but at least it's not dark, grey, gloomy, raining. The road surface is shit. The road surface is always shit, actually. I take that back. You know, I pay £300 a year road tax on this car. For what exactly? Because there's potholes the size of craters. You know, you could genuinely fish for your dinner in some of these potholes, but it's great. It's great. That £300 must be going to good use. I don't know, Keir Starmer, I'd like to see a little bit of that money back, because, you know, I could be investing it into myself. You know, I could be feeding 30 children with that kind of money. I'd rather donate it to charity, and I've never donated to charity in my life. I don't think I would. That sounds really fucking stingy. Yeah, but when you're rich, would you, like, everyone says, you know, oh, if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire, I'd donate all my money. Yeah, but would you? I feel like people just say that because they don't have £1 billion to their name. I guarantee you 99% of these people would become the most evil motherfuckers on the planet. So fucking... Actually, I'm not going to say too much because I feel like it's not a good start for my YouTube video if I start talking about some, like, labour camps and children involved. It's just... we're off to a bad start already. You know, maybe... I won't have a bright YouTube career ahead of me if I keep going like this. Holy shit, those guys are flying. That guy's up his ass. To be fair, I'm not even going to blame him. This road is so ass when it comes to people just sat on each other's asses. Like, there'll be one guy doing 45, and this is a 60 road, and he's just sat there doing 45 all along the way. And you'll see as I'm driving, this isn't like tight bends or anything is 99% straight. I mean, I could let my hands go off the wheel and it would drive me all the way back home safely. But there's always one dickhead taxi driver, always some old person who's scared of driving, who can barely see over the dash, doing like 15 under the speed limit. Like, if you were scared of driving, how?